Welcome to Anxiety Pool.
Okay.
Ugh, little voice crack there. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. All right.
It happens. It happens.
How do we want to start it? Should we just
well, I
do
like what we have.
Which one?
I mean, they're both pretty good.
Because we can just have this. I mean, might end up just leaving this in entirely.
Okay. I like it.
Just
I like it.
like what the fuck, it just shows how much we have no idea what we're doing.
And you know what? That's what the audience deserves.
Right? Truth, honesty, just pure, unadulterated fuckery.
This is content at its finest.
Right. Hey, welcome to Anxiety Pool.
Exactly. Yeah, there's no lifeguards on duty.
Up,
We're
man?
not here. I'm doing good. How are you, buddy?
Right. Oh man, I'm like, yeah, it's been all right.
Oh man, well I lied because
You lie what?
well, not doing too swell. So we just put my cat down at my mom's house tonight. Said goodbyes to my childhood dog and my dad. So we're pretty sure he's going down tomorrow.
Wow. Love to see a good depressing note at the start of the podcast. Really sets the tone.
Well, we can cut it. We can cut it if it's needed. We can.
Oh, this will be really fun to listen to again in the editing.
It's fine. Listen, we're here to catch up. We're best buds. We're bullshit games. More bullshit, man. It's just we're here talking. Yeah. This is what we do.
Yeah. Oh, hey. My name's Mason.
Yeah, my name is Nick, by the way.
AKA the Gamer, AKA 69
yeah.
Gamer 69.
Whatever you want to call me. Literally just refer to me as any insult and I'll respond.
Yeah.
But gamer's not an insult. Don't get offended.
Right. Superior race. Ooh, all right. Let's move on. So,
yikes.
Yeah, we decided to make a podcast about what it's like to be I guess gen fucked is like the decent term I'd use. That generation of kids between millennials and the Gen Z TikTokers.
It's great. I love being here, and I'm glad you explained it because it's just for me and the audience. It's. Yeah. I struggle with where I am.
Just the pain every day it just gets so.
The
heavy.
Pain every day.
It just gets so. Heavy.
It does.
I feel like good.
I put a dent in my wall, by the way.
Did you really?
I didn't mean to. I backed my chair up.
Oh man, yeah, you know how to drywall? At least it's white. You can just put some fucking.
It's that weird beigey cream color. Yeah, we can still plaster it. We don't give a shit. We're not gonna paint over it. Did I send you the? I mean, not for fucking people that are listening, but I've got a picture of what my roommate did to our front door. Our door stopper behind the front door is like too far forward, so it doesn't catch the corner of the door. And I don't know what happened that day, but he got home and he like flung the front door open, and like the whole door, the whole knob lock combo just slammed through the drywall, and it's like a perfect rectangle.
Please send me that.
I will. I'll do it right now.
I would love to see that. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'll probably cut that. So yeah, we're basically just gonna do this podcast, maybe bi-weekly to start, just until we get our bearings, and then maybe go to a kind of weekly thing. I don't know. We'll kind of see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, we're just gonna talk about some stuff that we find interesting, news, gaming, shit like that. I've been into crypto recently, so maybe talk about a little crypto here and there.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Ooh, there it is.
Took me a while to find it.
Let me take a gander. Oh man, that's beautiful. It's like a perfect.
We think it's happened before because it's like too perfect.
Yeah, like somebody just cut a hole there and filled it in.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
That's nice. You should just leave that.
we're thinking about it, but at the
Yeah.
same time, they'll probably overcharge the hell out of us and take it out of our deposit when we could just spackle it.
Or you could just put a poster in front of it.
We could put a poster in front of it, like
Yeah.
a big Playboy babe.
Yeah. Hey, why is this poster so low? Don't.
We wanted it at dick height, so you
Yeah,
could just
right,
fuck
right.
the poster.
Right. Cut a hole in the mouth. Exactly. Oh, well, then they'll charge you for the hole in the wall. All right, yeah. That kind of defeats the purpose.
You're right.
Exactly.
You're right. Oh, Lord.
Shit, let me put my phone on silent. How unprofessional.
Ooh, should I? Oh, it's always on silent, lol, because I hate everything.
Well, my phone's fucked up. It, I don't know. I guess maybe something got in the ringer switch, and when I put it on silent, it'll just vibrate over and over, like activate, deactivate, activate, deactivate the mute switch.
You have a X?
Yeah, I have an X. It's not that old either. I think it's maybe like a year and a half, maybe 2 years old.
Are you sure? Because mine's almost 2 years old.
I don't know.
Yours might be almost 3.
I just finished paying it off. I don't think I did 3 years. Maybe I did. I don't know. It was like $15 a month. So, but I think I'm due for an upgrade. Actually, I might take a gander.
Yeah, man. Get you an upgrade. Dude, get you a cool phone. Get you like a Pixel.
You know, I was thinking about that. I'm kind of done with the whole iPhone thing. But then again, like all my passwords and you know, all that shit is all saved on my iPhone. So if I swap,
I was about to say
that's a fucking hassle. That's a total hassle.
It's kind of we've already spent so much time on Apple devices. It's almost like an investment.
Right.
Like we
right.
There's no point in getting rid of it.
I'd lose all my photos.
Yeah. I mean, I like Apple, don't get me wrong, but it's just like you know, all the drama that's been going on like the past couple years with like phone upgrades and how they're barely different, yada yada yada.
And with
like,
the whole thing about the phone updates, they were purposely slowing down phones.
Yeah.
With each update.
That's ridiculous. But at the same time, I know Apple. Like it's so simple to use.
Right.
It's embedded in my fucking brain.
And
I know that as soon as I pick up my stepmom's Samsung and I'm like, where is everything? I don't understand. I don't even know how to get to like the search bar to where I can search for apps on her phone to help her out.
Right. Yeah, I love when a customer comes in trying to use the wallet pay, but they have absolutely no idea how to use it. Some 65-year-old lady comes in.
I do like Apple Pay is really simple.
Oh yeah, Apple Pay is great, especially on the watch.
Oh, it goes through the watch?
Yeah, you can do it on your watch too.
Does it just like sense when you're next to a card reader? And
no, you actually have to touch the face of the fucking watch to the card reader. Or the card reader.
Damn.
Yeah. But it works pretty damn good. Better than Google fucking Pay or whatever it is. We have this guy who comes in all the time, like once a week when I'm up at Dawsonville, and he buys like a couple $100 worth of Delta 8 gummies and stuff. And he always tries to use his fucking Google Pay, but his phone's all shattered and shit and fucked up. So every time he tries to use it, it just fails over and over and over, and he never brings his card. So every day he comes in, he tries to use his fucking Apple or Google Pay. It fails. Then he leaves, gets his card, and comes back.
It blows my mind how like some people just forget their wallets.
Oh,
like that's crazy to me. That's
yeah.
I couldn't imagine leaving my house without my wallet. I had to stand up. I pissed myself. I'll sit back down.
Should have peed before we started, man. You need to take a tinkle break?
No. I made myself mad just by the thought of forgetting my wallet at home.
Oh, yeah. I feel you.
I have it's so simple. I got me a nice little shitty like white bowl at Walmart, and it's just on my bedside table. I throw all my shit in it when I get home.
A white bowl, you said?
Yeah, BOWL.
Oh,
yeah.
nice. Yeah. Get that. That's
Something simple, something classy.
That's some adult shit. Yeah, those keys falling in that bowl makes that nice ring. Ding.
Yeah. That's like the ketone for like your mental state to just deteriorate instantly.
Right. That's the signal fire. That's the start of the attack. You got to be careful. You got to be careful, man.
I'm just gonna walk around with earplugs in from now on.
Right.
Can't have that anymore.
Just block out the world.
Block out the world. Are you drinking anything tonight?
Man, I had a bang before we started. No, I probably should have got some beer or something. Yeah, that's a great idea. I got my shit. Let me grab it.
Yeah, I got some Trulies in the fridge. I might grab one.
Ooh, nice. I got the old Delta 8 cart here. The old Delta 8 THC. For those of you not familiar, it's a legal marijuana. So my current profession is a sales associate at a vape and CBD shop. And we sell a lot of this shit, this Delta 8 stuff. I'm a regular pot smoker. I'm a stoner boy. Man, I don't know. What's another cool name for a stoner? I can't really think of any.
Fucking drug addict.
Yeah, I'm a drug addict. And smoke a lot, and this Delta 8 shit, when it came out, did a lot of research into it. And it's good stuff, It's not synthetic or anything like that. It's just another molecule found in THC, but yeah, legal, federally legal. Couple states are banning it. But yeah, this shit's pretty good. Better than drinking, in my opinion.
That is something I've struggled with recently. Like, I definitely don't smoke as much as you.
Yeah.
And I've got the Delta 8 cart, just like you. I got it from you at the shop. Great place. Every time I end up drinking now, like I can just feel myself already feeling terrible the next day.
Right. Yeah. It's not worth it, in my opinion.
I mean, I can have like one or two like light drinks. I mean, I could have one or two drinks, period. But like as soon as I hit that like third, fourth drink, I'm like, dude, what is the fucking point? I'm just gonna feel, dude, I'm 23 and feeling hungover the next day is like the worst thing on the planet.
100%. 100%, dude.
I would rather just die. I don't understand it anymore.
I really hate any sort of head, face, eye, brain pain, and that is literally what a hangover does to me. And I can't, like you said, I can have 3 or 4 beers, get a decent buzz on with the boys. But past that, nah, like I'm done with shots. I'm done with, I might do it occasionally, a birthday, a wedding,
special occasions.
Yeah. But nah, I'm done drinking for fun.
It's more of a just a laid back feeling at this point. But I mean the same with weed. I mean I don't necessarily smoke to I don't know how I want to say this. I don't smoke to get fucked up. Oh Lord. I don't smoke to get fucked up as if I were to drink to get fucked up, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like being high is just so completely different than being drunk. But I mean, being faded is fantastic. Don't get me wrong, but you have to do it correctly. You have to pace yourself.
Right. You can 100% overdo it, like super easily.
Yeah. Like that one time, my brother picked me up from your house. Shall I tell the story?
Oh, please do. I think that's a phenomenal story.
All right. So back in the day, Mason got a fire pit built in his backyard. So we decided to use it a couple times. We were out in his backyard one night. We were smoking and drinking. Now, usually I can smoke and then drink. That's the way I like to do it. I like to get the smoking out of the way because I don't want to cough after I've already had so many drinks, etc.
Nice. Burp right in the middle. Leave that in.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It just happens, man.
It's okay.
Us boys, we just let it out.
Right? Yeah. This we promise pure fuckery. This is pure fuckery.
Pure fuckery. It's pure fuckery, man. And it's just boys being boys, really. Like what? Where there is no politeness here.
Right, man. You can't chill with the boys. Get out.
Back to the story.
Back to the story.
I decided to drink and then smoke and then drink again. And at this point, I knew I was way too fucked up, but I think my brother dropped me off in the first place, so he had to pick me up anyway. My brother comes over, we hang out for like another hour, I smoke and drink some more, and then he drives me home, and the whole ride home, I feel like I am just about to die. I feel like I have to throw up out of his window. He just got his car, he just turned 16, brand new car, and he really didn't want me to throw up. He calmed me down so much. I convinced myself I wasn't going to throw up. Dude, as soon as we pulled into my mom's driveway, I got out of the car without fail, didn't need help, walked straight through the front door. As soon as my foot touched that fucking hardwood in the foyer, I just blew chunks everywhere. And it was so fucking bad. Like the first shot took energy out of me. I collapsed. I got on all fours. This is the worst fucking part. I blew chunks so hard, it ricocheted off the fucking hardwood and splashed my face.
Oh my god.
I know. Terrible. But brother's so good. Brother's so good. He took care of me so well.
Right,
he cleaned
he
up the
cleaned
whole
it all
fucking
up.
mess while I'm just chunking in the powder room, fucking slugging across the hardwood, just covered in vomit.
What a nice boy. What a good young man.
It was weird being bathed by him, but it was sweet.
Yeah, I bet you that was pretty. I can't imagine you were very lucid at the time either. So
definitely not flaccid. I mean, huh?
Loose. Definitely not flaccid. Hey man, boys will be boys.
Boys will be boys, man. You know, it's just the love for my brother got me going.
Right? Yeah. You know, nothing gets you stiff like love.
Ugh. Maybe we'll talk about that some other time.
Oh yeah. We'll have like a real sad boy hours podcast at some point.
Dude, Valentine's Day special.
Oh no, dude. Okay, yeah,
dude, that's a great idea.
I'm in. Absolutely. Put that on the fucking on the doc. Put it on the Google Doc.
Okay, on the doc it goes.
Oh, this is the wrong doc.
This is the wrong doc.
Oh well. Fuck with it later. Just can't forget it.
I got it.
Ooh,
Memorize it. Valentine's. Yes.
Hey, wait.
Go ahead.
Hey, why don't we also at the beginning? We're at the 17-minute mark here. Why don't you explain the quality of your microphone today?
Well, started out. Mason's got some Rode NT USB microphone. It's a fantastic mic. He's had it for years,
Dude,
etc.
Like 5 years old, 4 years old, I think.
Dude, it is pretty old. You've had it for a while.
The pop filter's all cracked and shit.
It's cracked?
Yeah, it's still holding together, but all four corners of the pop filter are cracked. You know, like the plastic's getting old or something.
Are you tonguing it when you talk?
No, it sits right in front of me, so sometimes I'll, reach my hand over, like trying to grab my vape, and I'll whack the shit out of it.
Ooh.
Yeah, I gotta buy another one, but they're like $50, I think, so.
Just for the pop filter?
Yeah. Well, because it's it's custom molded plastic, so I might just get one of those ones on Amazon that have like a little bendy arm.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I thought about that. I hate the way they look.
They do make a quite expensive shock mount with the pop filter built in. So I thought that's cool. Yeah, maybe I'd do that.
So yeah, I have to talk about this because I got something extra funny to add to it. I just found it out. But yeah, so we're fucking with audio settings. This is the first time we're doing it. He's trying to help me on my end, and I've got this Blue Yeti USB. I bought like the podcaster bundle off Amazon, came with the shock mount, all that shit. And I'm twisting the microphone. I have it upside down, so I put it right side up so I could put it right in front of my face. I twisted the cable and I bent the fucking micro USB tip on the end of the cable. And let me add to this, Mason, because I was just touching the arm with how tight the cable is. I don't think you can understand how hot this cable is right now.
You might want to unplug it, dude.
Yeah, I've tried. Dude, my wire management's terrible. I'm following it, dude. It is so fucking hot. Holy shit! All right, it's unplugged.
Yeah, that shit could have.
It's unplugged.
Shit could have bursted into flames, dude. You got some fucking det cord running through your. through your.
Oh god. Damn. I got some at work that aren't selling, so I'll just fucking snag one. No big deal.
So we get the gamer headset today.
Yeah, so this is the Logitech Pro X wireless. Apparently it's got the blue mic on it. We tried fucking with the settings. We pretty much agreed that the classic original sound is pretty much the best we can do right now. So next time we'll have good audio. Promise.
Good-ish audio.
Good-ish. Yeah, before you know we just like go fucking balls to the wall and get XLR setups.
Right, yeah. I mean, I just need that Shiba Inu to hit 1 cent.
Yeah, get into that a bit.
We'll get into that later. We'll finish that up. That's like we'll kind of finish up with that. That's like a whole topic I could go on for quite a while. So we'll just we'll save that till the end.
The grand finale is the daily Doge tip.
Well, it'll push me to be a little short with it,
Oh, I see.
I don't want to go on forever.
Is there a time meter we're setting for, or we're at 22 minutes almost?
22 minutes. Yeah, we'll keep the audience posted on their timestamp so they can they
of course, yeah, they have to follow along.
Right.
Yeah, and on the YouTube video, like how you can set up the timestamps, it'll be the timestamps will be me saying the timestamps.
That's fantastic. It'll just cut to you, like as close as you can get to your webcam saying the time. I love it.
It'll
just
be great.
Out of nowhere.
It'll be great.
Just out of nowhere, like unprecedented. You would just show up
20,
out of nowhere.
22 minutes and 11 seconds. That's pretty much what we're going at right now.
We're gonna fuck with people on drugs.
Oh, I mean, that's not my goal. I don't want to do that.
Right,
but
yeah,
at the same time, it's fun.
Hey, nice! You hit the.
I tried to stop streaming my screen.
Hung up on Discord then.
Sorry. I apologize. Audacity's still running crisp. We're good.
That's good. Yeah, that's good.
I wanted to see your webcam, man. I had something up instead of that. Now I can see your pretty face.
Well, I'll turn your camera back on so I can see your pretty face, huh?
Yeah, man.
Huh? No homo or anything. Just boys being boys.
Yeah. Oh, I see the keyboard you got behind you.
Yeah, man. I've been trying to learn how to play the piano. Been brushing up.
You play Hot Cross Buns pretty well, can't you?
No, I'm not doing any. I'm not doing a course or anything. I'm just kind of doing songs that I like. Trying to learn some Claire de Lune. Some Gymnopede, whatever the fuck it is. Gymnopede. Yeah.
I've got. Do you like Queen? The band?
Yes, I do like Queen, the band.
Do you like Led Zeppelin?
The band?
Yes.
Yes, I do like Led Zeppelin, the band.
Do you like AC/DC? The Voltage Connection.
Yes, I do like AC/DC. The Voltage Connection, yes.
Okay, the band, yeah.
Oh, the band, yes. I do like the band, yes.
So, I mean, they're semi-popular. I don't know how popular they are, like outside my little bubble. Only 2 people I've told so far have understood what it is. But there's a band I found called Greta Von Fleet.
Oh yeah, I listened to them.
You listened to them?
Yeah. So, doxing Alan at Jimmy John's when I worked at Jimmy John's. He actually showed me Greta Von Fleet. He because we have the exact same music taste. We jam out to a bunch of old school classic rock. And he was like, "Oh man, I found this band and they have a concert and I'm going to it." And yeah, he played some of the music and dude, they're good. They got the old soul down. Like they figured it out.
I was about to say
their sound is so period correct for what they're going for.
I was just when I first heard them. I first heard them last night. And I've been listening to them pretty much 24 hours straight. The fact that his voice and their vibe is comparable to that era back then, that 80s era, but it's now, it blows my mind.
Right. I don't know how they do it. I feel like they have to use old school equipment or something. Like there's just something to it that gives it that old sound. Something
I'm sure if you Google it, someone's figured it out or some shit.
Yeah, but I kind of don't want to know. I kind of like the magic behind it.
Have you listened to their most recent one, the 2021 album?
I have not.
It's pretty good. Give it a listen when you can.
Yeah, I'll put it on in the shop tomorrow. Oh yeah, I got 2 days off. Hey.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What is that face? What?
Dude, my brain hurts.
Well, I mean, for people that aren't listening, Mason said he's got Monday, Tuesday off, and then his face just like went dead, and he started rubbing his forehead.
Yeah, I've got a lot of shit to do tomorrow. So my buddy Simon is going to the Air Force.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, so I worked at him at Discount Tire when I was the backroom manager over there, and we still hang out. You know, he's a good guy. He's a car guy, likes games. He was like one of them young kids, you know, that work with you, and they think you're so cool.
Okay.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. He kind of looked up to me. I didn't really like it because I'm not someone to really look up to.
Okay.
But because I was the manager of the back room, and but whatever. That'll probably get cut. Leaving it in. All right, so but yeah, he's going to the Air Force, so like next week. So he asked me if I could hang out with him tomorrow or Tuesday. So that'll be fun. I'll maybe go to like Taco Mac or something with him. See if maybe I can get some of the old guys from Discount to come along and have like a goodbye party or something.
That'd be cool. Yeah, Taco Mac's dope.
Buy him a couple rounds of drinks.
Nice. Yeah.
I think he's 21.
Why don't y'all just share pictures? Isn't that cheaper? I don't drink beer. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, I guess. Man, let me take. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, like, if you get a picture, it's like 8 guys have to agree on the same beer, pretty much.
This is true. Yes, this is very true. Like that makes me think. When last week, Josh, right? Josh or Cadis is his online name.
Josh has the cross rocket.
Yeah, he's got the man, I forgot what bike he has. He's got a good one.
I thought he had a CBR or something.
He did. He got rid of the CBR. I think he had a CBR 600 or
which is like a really good all-around bike.
Right, yeah, it was a great bike. And then he got something else, and I can't remember what he got, but it's badass. It's really cool. It's like all black, and I really like the all black look on a bike. But he and a couple of the guys that we talk in a Discord with, a few of the guys decided to come down to Georgia and just like come hang out for the week. So we went to Dave and Buster's once on Sunday and once on Tuesday, and they have like these drink towers. I don't know how to. It's like a giant like a skinny tall like drink machine with a nozzle, you know what I mean, that you'd see at like a fucking a gas station.
Didn't we see those at Iron Age?
Iron Age, isn't that the Korean barbecue?
Yeah, the Korean barbecue place.
Did I go there?
You don't remember? Yeah, I thought you went there with me a couple times.
I don't think I've ever been there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just tripping. I have hit this cart quite a few times now.
Well, if you can't remember, we got to go again because it is a great place.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I've ever actually done Korean barbecue because I tried to go to that place next to Umaido, and I walked in.
That was us.
Right. We looked at the menu and it was all fucking Korean, and we couldn't figure it out. Yeah, so we just left.
All I saw was Korean text, and then under it like $20 plus, and I was like, "Dude, what is going on?"
Yeah, right. So, I don't know. We probably should ask that lady. Like, I mean, because I think some of those places are, maybe it's like endless. You know, you just eat as much as you can. They just bring you new servings of meat. So maybe it was like a $20 flat fee, and they'd bring us as much meat as we wanted. I don't know.
Maybe. I mean,
Yeah.
at Iron Age, it's $25 per person, all you can eat, and they bring you 3 different meats at a time, or 3 different menu items, I think.
Yeah. So it was probably something like that. We just got intimidated and left.
Exactly. And then we went to Umaito and had a great time.
Right. Yeah. You can't go wrong. Yeah. It's like a new thing. Once a month, I'll go to Umaito, and then after, I'll go to that Mozart bakery and get a
There's
boba
a bakery next to it?
Yeah, right fucking next to it. Little Korean, I think it's Korean, little Korean bakery. And they do boba tea, and they got a huge selection of pastries and whatnot.
Huh. We'll
Actually
have to
really
go
nice.
next time, because,
Yeah.
lucky me, I live right next to Umaito.
Lucky fucker, yeah. I mean, that's probably for the best that I don't live next to Umaito.
Yeah.
I'd be a poor motherfucker, let me tell you.
Man,
That,
it's just,
that place is good.
you just bully all of us, Gen Fucks, man. We're all poor.
Right, yeah.
Are you kidding me? Dude, fuck. It's so bad right now.
It's my hobbies, man. I think it's a lot of it's my hobbies. We have, or at least I have, very expensive hobbies.
Yeah, yours is, you got cars, you got
PC gaming, yeah, which
PC
is
gaming.
all around expensive.
We're both addicted to nicotine.
Yeah, I mean that has lightened in cost ever since I started working at a vape shop.
Yeah. It's
is good.
still an expense though, which you
Yeah,
could
it
track
is.
monthly, and it's depressing.
It definitely is, yeah.
And then you got your weed and shit on top of that.
Right.
Do you consider those hobbies?
No, I don't know. Yeah, I guess smoking I would consider a hobby. Smoking bud, at least, yeah.
Because if you consider drinking a hobby, that just makes you an alcoholic, right?
Yeah. Okay, well, when you make a comparison like that, it kind of makes me, yeah, I'm definitely a drug addict.
Oh my.
That's okay.
Is it?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Don't want to put you down.
Yeah.
Don't want to put either of us down, man.
I don't know. I've been legitimately thinking about giving therapy another try.
It's hard, but it's nice. It helps.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, like I got you, and I could tell you literally anything I wanted to. My deepest, darkest secrets. I could not give a fuck, because I know that your reaction is just understanding pretty much every time.
Yeah.
But just like a completely outside perspective is such a help. It really is.
Right. Yeah.
And then when they start to learn who you are more and more over the sessions, I mean, they call you out like as soon as you fucking breathe the wrong way. They're like, "Oh, what was that? Are you a little sad right now?"
Right. I mean, that's my thought process. Somebody entirely outside of my situation to analyze it, you know, and just see what's going on. I mean, I don't know if I'm necessarily unhappy, if like that's kind of the I think that's like the general thought behind somebody going to therapy, is that they're unhappy. But it's just like sometimes the brain proposes questions that you just can't answer by yourself, you know, things that you're so close to that you can't actually see. And so that, I don't know, that's why I thought I would give it another try. You know, I gave it a try at some point. I went through 3 different therapists, and just none of them really worked. None of them really got me. None of them understood. The first fucking lady, she wouldn't even look me in the eye. I don't, it was really off-putting. Yeah, it was violently off-putting. So I did 1 session with her and just went, nah, I need a new one. And
Did you ever call around and look into it? Well, like who would be the right fit for me, what they deal with? Because some of them deal with like completely different shit.
Yeah, they maybe take like a questionnaire and whatnot. I don't know. It was a while ago, so I don't know if I necessarily answered the questions accurately.
And am I allowed to bring up a product I learned about recently. Not
Yeah.
necessarily a product, a service. I mean, this isn't like a plug or anything. I just thought it was like interesting.
Right. I think you
Uh,
just got to say not sponsored.
yeah, not sponsored. I think it's called Get Help. Yeah, gethelp.com. And you fill out an account, you take a survey, and it's pretty much like, I don't know, the easiest way to describe it for me is like Uber for therapy.
Okay.
Yeah, like you have an app and it's all virtual and you can schedule sessions pretty much whenever you want. You just like you see a calendar that the therapist they recommend you after you take the questionnaire. You can see their calendar when they're available. You can set up repeat sessions, shit like that.
Nice.
I thought it was cool. Personally, I don't use it, but I do think that, like anyone who struggles with it, you should at least try. Definitely. Like if you think you've got something wrong, talk to somebody or talk to a professional.
Right.
As long
Yeah.
as it's not trapped in your fucking skull every goddamn night you pass out.
And there's literally no shame. There's no shame in wanting to better yourself and your mental health. Like that shouldn't even be a thought that
Yeah.
you're weak or something to seek out mental help. Because I mean, life's fucking rough, man. Some people don't have the emotional support that they need to get through life, and I don't think social norms and shit like that should stop you from getting the help that you need. You
Yeah,
know?
that was definitely one thing I struggled with cuz like I know how my dad is and I don't want to be like, "Hey, I'm a little
Right.
I'm a little sad like all the time. Is there any way we could work something out?" I knew I love my dad. I know he loves me, but he talks to me like, "Oh, don't be a pussy. You're a fucking dumbass. You're fine." And shit like that.
Right.
But
Right.
I know he's not trying to hurt my feelings. He's just trying to get me like out of that mood. And at first, yeah, I didn't bring it up to him, and I looked into it myself, and I found some guy that was right down the street. First, I called some lady, and we were not a good match, like at all, because I didn't. They have like bios on their websites to where like I can read about them and what they specialize in, and I didn't do that at first. I just picked the first fucking name because I wanted to get it over with. I called her. She told me she dealt with women's issues. I was like, all right, we should probably end this here. And and then I called the next guy, and his specialization isn't necessarily what I deal with, but I felt it was interesting, like what he specialized in, and the title of the specification was uh, a man in current times dealing with current issues, which blew my mind. Like that's such a crazy concept to me that
Right.
you pretty much need help existing in this current time.
Yeah. I mean, nobody could do it alone.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Especially like I mean, think about a lot of famous people, right? Their go-to saying for how did you do it? How did you do it? And a lot of people say, I surrounded myself with people who are smarter than me. Life is truly about connections. The connections you make. It's a huge part of life. Whether
Mm-hmm.
that be financial, emotional, your loved ones, your family, your significant other. Those connections, man, you need those in life because nobody can do it alone.
Mm.
Yeah,
Damn.
deep, man. But you talking about that one website made me think of another website that I used once. So I'm a bit of a psychonaut. I do like the occasional psychedelic here and there, and I remember reading about this website called tripsit.me. And basically, what it is a live chat service where if you're having a bad trip and you need somebody to talk to, yeah, right, you can go onto this website and talk to somebody, chatbot with somebody.
I bet you had this idea yourself and you googled it and you found this website.
No, I actually found it from Psyched Substance, that YouTube channel that I watch. He does
Oh
like
yeah,
all
yeah.
that psychedelic harm reduction stuff. How to test your stuff, what to do in that mental state. If you start going haywire.
Very interesting, dude. That's cool. That is cool. Harm reduction through education.
Yeah,
That's
harm
crazy.
reduction through education, exactly. And all of his fucking videos get demonetized, even though they don't glorify the use, of psychedelics.
You like
So
how at this webcam angle I just blend into the wall?
yeah, man, you need to. You still got the Logitech or what?
The webcam?
Yeah,
Yeah. I've got the whatever the regular 1080p one is. It's like,
C920.
yeah, something around there. You know, they have like different weird like CI20.
Yeah, so I'm waving at Nick currently. Um, yeah, the G Hub or whatever. There's like a bunch of settings you can do in there to set it up. I have to do it when I stream because the autofocus on the C920 is garbage in low light conditions.
I
Like,
missed the I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
I was just gonna say like really bad. It's really bad.
Mm. Do you remember before like G Hub came out and they took it away at some point, but the little app you could manage the Logitech webcam through that came with the install
Yeah,
or whatever, it gave you this like auto zoom feature.
face tracking. It was like
Face
face
tracking.
tracking. Yeah.
And it would just zoom in perfectly on your face and follow you around. I loved that so much. I hate how that. I bet there's a separate application I could find that does the same thing.
I bet you could find archived somewhere the old school application. Because that used to be so easy to edit your camera settings and save them. And now you got to go to G Hub, wait for that shit to boot up, find your camera. Something else is using it. You have to close that. You have to release control from other applications. It's a whole fucking hassle. And every time I try to stream, I have to go back into OBS and refuck with my camera settings. Because it just doesn't save it. No matter how many times I save it, it just won't work.
That would bother me immensely, especially like imagine having that as like a legitimate career and you had to go in and set shit up every single time you streamed.
Right,
Like
daily.
it's if I couldn't just stream the same like almost the exact same way I play games. Like I understand at the beginning there's like a little bit more setup required, a little bit more care, making sure shit works exactly the way you want it. But after that, you save all the settings. If something breaks, you just buy the same fucking thing or whatever. Like, I just want to sit down and play games. That's
Yeah.
all I want to fucking do.
I want to sit down. I want to turn on my fucking lights. I want to hit the damn stream button, and I want everything to be exactly the way I left it when I stopped streaming the night before. It just
Exactly.
doesn't. It just doesn't. It's so fucking frustrating, and it's part of the reason that I kind of stopped streaming as much because I just hated having to dedicate 45 minutes to set up my stream and make sure that everything's working right because there's a chance that OBS just didn't save my settings. You know, the chat bot would fuck up. You know, somebody would say something in chat and it just wouldn't appear. Or Spotify. I had a window recording of Spotify, and then I cropped down the window so that it was just the album cover and the song name. You know, and sometimes I'd reopen Spotify and it would be way off, and I would have to re-crop the window. You gotta right-click it, transform, click the fucking up and oh man, very frustrating.
What a damn. I had something on my mind and I lost it instantly.
Shit.
Fuck.
Fuck, dude.
It was something about you streaming. I was just gonna suggest like maybe just don't use a webcam, but that's not really what I was going for. There was some other thought that was way bigger and way more elaborate that would have gone down some other fucking conversation trail.
I mean,
Nah,
I think we're
it's
doing
just
pretty
not
good,
coming.
man. I think we're doing pretty good. We're 44 minutes in here. And oh yeah, 44 minutes and 15 seconds. There you go.
Yeah. I mean it just talking to you, it's crazy how fast time flies.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, dude, just no homo, but you know, sometimes like we look down at our phones and our phone calls like 3 hours plus. Like that doesn't fucking make sense to normal
Right.
people.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I would hope that there'd be some people out there who would do, would do phone calls like that. I doubt we're in the minority there.
I feel like people do FaceTime more than phone calls, though.
Yeah. Oh man, fucking Sergio is messaging me. I thought it was just gonna be a quick question, but he's going on and on asking me about the tune that I just got on my car, and I don't want to tell him like, "Hey man, can you can you just back up, bro? Let me. I'm busy. I'm busy."
You could always message him later.
Sergio's like one of those friends you have where it's like you enjoy playing games and doing stuff with him, but you feel as though nobody like you're to him one of those friends that like you never think about, that they never think about, you know?
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's not necessarily like so douchebaggy to go to the point of where like they only come around when they need you, but like they don't you don't come up often enough. Like
Right,
shit
like
doesn't shit reminds me of you
like
frequently.
like yeah, like they don't, right, like it never, they don't. I mean,
Those
let me slow
neurons
down.
don't fire.
Right, let me slow down, bro. Let me slow. Like he doesn't think about me at all in his day-to-day life, and it's only like, you know, he opens up fucking Discord and sees that I'm playing something that he plays, and then he hits me up. You know, like people don't reach out. I got a couple people like that in my life, you know, and it makes me wonder, like, what, you know, if I really do mean anything to those people. You
I
know,
mean, that's
like,
definitely some we all struggle with, dude.
yeah, people whom I truly enjoy the uh, uh, just fuck man, what's the word? Truly enjoy
Like
time with these people.
the regular company.
Yeah, I just enjoy their company. There you go. That's what I was trying to say.
I have like a tier system with mine. Like
Nice.
at
Okay.
the top, like friends and family are tied, or best friends and family are tied. You can't
Yeah.
really drop out of those two categories. Like something insanely significant has to happen for you to drop below that bar. Right under that, there's just straight up friends. You know, people you see out if you're regular at some place, stuff like that.
Right.
But under that is acquaintance. Acquaintance can be anything from like a coworker you only say hi and goodbye to a friend in the other category, one of their friends that you almost never talk to.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Like this, just the acquaintance category is so broad, and then right under that, enemies.
Enemies, scum.
There's no one in between acquaintance and enemy. If I don't know
Right.
you quite literally don't exist to my conscious. Have you
Yeah.
thought about that? Like,
Right,
does
yeah.
that not make sense to you?
Well, dude, I saw, I think it was a TikTok on iFunny. Yeah, that's right. I don't know if we have any fucking iFunniers out there who
Team
still use
iFunny,
that.
part of the ship. Part of
Yeah,
the ship, man.
part of the ship, part of the crew. Fucking dead app status, dude. But yeah, I saw a post that was like, literally, people you have never met are NPCs. Did you see that one? He's like, watch. And he goes into a business and just says like the dumbest shit, and the guy behind the counter just goes along with it. Right? And he walks out.
I saw the caption, but I didn't watch the video.
Dude, that shit was hilarious. He just like walks in and goes, I didn't even see what business he went into, but he walks in and he goes, hey man, I'm just here to drop off some coupons. And he's like, oh, cool, man. He goes, hey man, did you hear Danny DeVito started at OnlyFans? And the guy goes, what? Yeah. No way. Yeah, you saw that one, dude?
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That was a fucking good one. And that got me thinking, because, you know, I was baked at the time when I saw it. I was like, man, that's right. It's almost as if people you have never met could 100% just be placed there, you know, like we're getting into the whole life is a simulation thing, but those people that you've never met like just don't exist.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy how I added that enemies thing as a joke, but it totally makes sense.
Yeah,
because there's literally no gap. You either don't know somebody or you do, and if you know them, they're in that acquaintance category or higher.
Yeah, there's no category for people you don't know.
Or there's just fucking enemies. I mean, you could put like a very large list in between, like, almost 6 point something billion in between, probably way even higher, 7 billion, whatever the population of the planet is, in between acquaintances and enemies. But in all honesty, it doesn't fucking matter because you don't know they exist. Think of somebody you don't know.
You can't.
You can't.
Right. Right. You literally can't. I mean, that shit's kind of wild. Although I will say, I think there is a category between acquaintance and enemy.
Okay.
Right? And I think it's
Fuck buddies.
I think it's the people that you know, right? That you don't mind, that you don't necessarily mind, but you think that they maybe don't like you. Or maybe you're iffy on them. You know what I mean?
Questionable.
Yeah, questionable acquaintances. I think that's a great term.
Questionable acquaintances.
Yeah.
That could be another podcast name.
Like an example, and nobody listening is well, hopefully nobody listening is gonna know, but Angelo at the warehouse.
What did he do?
So I thought Angelo was a great guy, right? And
Yes.
we definitely, I thought he was funny. He had a good sense of humor. He liked to joke around, right? And I enjoyed his presence at the shop sometimes, except for when he would talk to fucking China for hours and keep her from doing more than the nothing she normally did. But definitely won't get into it, but with the whole joke thing that happened at the warehouse, after that whole event, he just became a completely different person. Like, I think to him, I was one of those people that, like, he's just not 100% about. Like, I was, and then after that whole event, I would make jokes to him, and he would be like, just something that a normal person would laugh at, and he'd go, "Hey man, don't say that. Like, it's different now." I'm like, whoa. I'm like,
Yeah, that's pretty much what he said to me. Because I remember that day, everybody was telling me, like, this happened, and then I went straight to you at lunch, and you told me exactly what happened. And then right after lunch, Angelo told me what happened, and I think like a couple days later, maybe like a week later, because I didn't hear from Angelo again until he walked into the area that he's supposed to be in. but but he was like, "Yeah, your buddy Mason over there," and I'm like, "Yeah, what about him?" He's like, he's not that guy anymore." And I'm like, what do you mean?" And it was funny. Yes, the meme. I understand.
Right. The joke is fucking hilarious, and we're definitely not going to get into it, but
yeah. But his demeanor towards you 100% changed.
Yeah.
Like, he was not about it anymore. He was like, "Dude, you know what? That Mason kid, he works here. I can't do anything about it. Done." I felt like no one took it further. Like, because China and Angelo were the people that were unhappy with it, correct?
So I don't really know. The whole scenario, they fucking, I'm not gonna get into the joke at all. I told a joke, an inappropriate joke. I was being peer pressured into saying a joke, so I fucking said it to two people, right, real quiet. They both laughed. They thought it was funny, and our manager, our do nothing, lazy fucking manager who got the position out of just, I don't know, I guess they needed to fill the position. I've literally no idea why they gave that to her. But when she got that position, she just started doing nothing. Literally nothing. Sitting on her ass all day, not helping the team, and we were the entire receiving team for this giant recycling warehouse. And there were two of us at the end when I left. Two of us doing what is there? What would you say? When there are millions of pounds of tech in that warehouse?
Yeah, I think right now mass balance is at like almost 2 million, but the flow of material is, a little under 1 million a month. Like, we swap out that material fast.
Yeah, and two people doing all of the receiving, and that warehouse was insane. And meanwhile, our manager's over here sitting on her ass, fucking with wire to make it look like she's doing something. So she fucking comes over because she sees that we're all laughing and having a good time, and she wants to be included. So she starts asking questions about what happened, and of course my coworker just opens her big fucking mouth and tells her what happened, and then the rest is history, man. Shit spread through the fucking warehouse like fire. And just, I don't know. I feel like most of the people I feel like everybody over in, what was it?
D-Man.
D-Man, yeah, that's right. Most of those guys were really cool. I don't think they thought anything about it, because the problem I think with it immediately was that you can't judge somebody. Number one, they never heard the joke. The people who were mad about it never even heard the joke, so they just knew an aspect of the joke and didn't like that. And yeah, like, how can you be mad at me if you don't even know the whole scenario? How can you change your entire perspective on me as a person over something that somebody else told you? Like, I mean, that's just wrong. That's not how you should live your life. You should never make immediate assumptions on somebody's character based off something that you read or that somebody has told you. Because you never. Oh fuck, man!
Did you break your pop filter?
Yeah, it just popped out of place. It made a really loud noise. I don't know if it picked that up. But I don't know. Either way, man, some of those people a little bit too sensitive. I think people are way too sensitive nowadays. People are way too entitled nowadays.
That's something I've definitely Jesus, not discriminated against. I don't discriminate against emotional people. I try to keep people with similar emotions to me around. Or
I don't think there's any harm or anything wrong with not wanting certain kinds of people in your life. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, it's just people that I bond with, no matter what. Those type of people.
Right.
I want to keep those people close. And if you don't meet the criteria for me to feel like I can bond with you, be open with you, tell you my deepest, darkest secrets, like, I don't see the point of having you that close, period.
No hard feelings. It's just I just know that we're just not gonna get along that well,
Yeah, like I could spew one thought, something that I'm insanely passionate about, and you could just go, oh yeah, okay. But at the same time, you could spew something you're insanely passionate about, and I could give you the exact same reaction back, because they just don't fucking add up.
Right. I mean, that's like our mutual Bosnian friend,
Yes.
Like, I did I'm not saying I didn't like the guy, I definitely I did like him for a time there, but he just became this kind of person, as I got to know him more and more, as we became more comfortable around each other. I saw parts of him that I didn't want in my life, and it's as simple as that. And it sucks, and he still reaches out every once in a while, but I guess it is kind of immature not to just be front with him and just say, look, man, it is what it is. But at the same time, there are social cues that you do need to understand, and maybe that also contributes to one of the reasons I don't necessarily like him, is he doesn't pick up on social cues. But if you reach out to somebody on a fucking monthly basis and they don't respond with enthusiasm, you kind of got to get the idea once, at some point, at some point you got to figure out that this person doesn't really want to talk to you.
I fucking snorted. I don't know if the mic picked it up. This exact same scenario that you're describing with our mutual Bosnian friend can also be translated to other mutual friends.
Right. Yes. Another mutual friend that we have. Seems we have quite a few.
I'm thinking of two.
2. Okay, so 3 total now, or
Yeah, three total. Three
2
total.
more? Okay, I mean, I already know one.
Because
Um,
it's not that this is where the anxiety kicks in, really.
right, right,
Because they don't pick up on the social cues. Immediately that infuriates you. You want to call them stupid.
right,
But other than that, like you bonded with them at some point, or at least made that attempt to where they're still in that friend category. And you have to kind of like figure out how you want to talk to them. And that's where the anxiety kicks in, is you have to pretty much predict the emotions of someone
right,
you haven't bonded with that deeply before,
right. You have to
in
gauge
order
the
to,
reaction.
yeah, in order to connect, to get them to understand what you're trying to say. Like, hey man, I never hated you. I just can't, like, we don't add up. Like, I'm not breaking up with you. That's gay to say. We're not dating, but it goes along the same lines. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
We should start seeing other people. Shit like that. It's
yeah.
not you, it's me.
Right, right. And it's just those aspects of people, those again, on the anxiety part of that, and there's also anxiety surrounding the whole, do I really want to have this fucking conversation with this person? Is this
Yeah,
really
yeah.
what I want to do right now? You
Mm-hmm.
know, I don't feel like, because this person, and this sounds bad, but because this person is fucking stupid, why do I have to waste my time and emotion dealing with them, if they're just not gonna get it? You
I
know,
have a
and
follow-up question.
yes, hello, I'm ready.
Do you think that our generation, maybe the generation above, us included, and the generation right below us, do you think that we have this natural instinct to avoid difficult situations versus older generations than us?
That's a fantastic question. Um, I would say yes. In if you're talking comparatively to the older generation, I think absolutely. I think back then, um, talking maybe what, 50s, 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
There's this, I guess you could call it, American dream, right? And there's always going to be those people that are the odd ones out, hippies and the sort amongst the years. But I think, in general, there's this idea of the American dream, right? You work hard, you tackle your problems head on, you work through them, you be strong, and you know, you make a shitload of money. You know what? Like, not necessarily the money aspect, but just the general mindset. You just tackle everything, you deal with everything, you don't, you know, you don't push things aside. And I think, yeah, I think as life has slowly become easier and easier over the years with, you know, advancements in technology, and just the way the world is evolving, I think, yes, I think people are becoming lazier and lazier, and I think that absolutely contributes to, people just not wanting to deal with conflict.
Yeah.
Um, absolutely. You know, if people see a way out, I think they're definitely raised to avoid that. You know, at all costs, just avoid all conflict. I don't necessarily know how the newer generation is, but I do know one thing that worries me is the fact that this generation is being raised, um,
By that
to
first tier of easy.
well, yes, of course,
The first tier of
they're
easy parents that we've hit.
right, right, and they're also taught as they grow up, that they are rewarded for copying others, you know, and that to me, is a big one. Talking about TikTok, in, I guess Vine too, what was a bit of the same kind of scenario. But TikTok has kind of blown up over these last few years, and it's teaching kids that they can get likes and what's the fucking word I'm looking for? You know, they're getting social confirmation, social gratification from doing what everybody else is doing.
Did
And
you just a little interjection? Did you see that
yes.
study where the scientists researched like how much serotonin one notification from your phone gives you?
Oh, that sounds like a fantastic study.
I'll have to find the link again and send it to you. But continue with your thought if you remember where you're at.
I mean, that's 100% right. You're teaching these kids' brains that they can get dopamine. You know, they can get their endorphins or dopamine or whatever the fuck it is from copying other. They're associating the work that they do, the work in air quotations, of copying somebody else's content and doing what is the popular thing right now, not making it really their own in any way. I mean, it comes down to people, dancing or making fucking stupid faces. They make different faces than other people, and that is considered unique content. I mean, holy shit, dude. In the years that I grew up, if you used more than 15 seconds of a fucking song that was copyrighted, your video got taken down. Taken down. Nice. That's a good one.
No, yeah, I hear you.
But now you have these people making 30-second clips of the same track, the same short audio clip over and over and over, and they're getting millions and millions of likes and views and clicks and whatever, and they're making money off this shit. And it's not good, man. It's not good for the generation. The era of innovation is coming to an end. It really is. All these children, they're not figuring out their own way. They're just following the crowd. They're sheep.
Fucking
man.
sheep. Fucking
They're following the fucking herd and doing what everybody else is doing, and they're getting rewarded for it. And they're going to continue. They're going to carry that thought process later into life. And innovation will die. Innovation will literally fucking die. You know,
that's
yeah.
I'm sorry. I was gonna say that's kind of similar with everyone getting fucking general ass business management degrees.
Right. Or people going into real estate. You know, they're told that this is like an easy route. Yeah, man. Like, you've got nothing. You know, just do real estate or start a fucking Etsy. I don't know. You know, there's. And now all these people, we have this fucking mass of real estate agents, and even though the housing market is swiftly declining right now, that and like, yeah, what did you say? Small business degrees or whatever. All these
business management,
right? You know, it really is saddening to think about that. People aren't forging their own paths anymore. You know, it's people aren't really listening to themselves and doing what they actually want to do, but instead doing what others are doing because it looks like the right thing to do.
Yeah, and it's kind of that. Oh man, hard to describe, but there was a meme I saw where you know that fucking thing where it was like strong men make easy times make weak men make hard times, shit like that or something. You know what I'm talking about?
Right. Yeah.
I feel like
it's
we're stuck in that easy time. We're about to have some really weak men, and the weak men are already here.
Exactly. 100%. I mean, you can, and it is very narrow perspective of me to say something like this, but life is not that bad. You know, and I definitely am a fucking middle class. I don't know. I probably describe. I don't even know how much money I make a year. Honestly, I haven't done the math since I started the new job. But
let's just say you were dealt the normal cards and you played them adequately, the best you could.
Right. I'm definitely. I definitely wouldn't consider myself spoiled or privileged. Well, I definitely am privileged. Well, I will say that I definitely am privileged to live the life that I am. I 100% could have been born, you know, in North fucking Korea, right?
Yeah.
But I'm very grateful for the hand I've been dealt. But I do believe that anything is possible if you put your mind to it. And it's definitely easier said than done. But I think anybody has the power to get out of a bad situation, and change their perspective on it. From, say, a negative one to a positive one. Because I think a lot of people get stuck in this negative mindset that no matter what happens, nothing satisfies them. I don't know if I really want to.
Is this a shot? What's happening here?
No, this is definitely not a shot at you. I don't mean it to be if it is, but no, I think it's just a good general rule of thumb that sometimes when you're in a rough situation, you have to realize that there are other ways to look at it, and that the way that you see it now is not the only perspective. And there are ways that you could turn a bad situation into a good situation. You know, you can kind of associate it to what I can think. And this is actually something funny enough that I was taught from a psychedelic, from LSD. When I took LSD, this was something that was shown to me. This was an answer to a question that I couldn't solve on my own, where I realized that when I would get upset or angry or sad at a situation, I would get so fucking laser focused and settled into that feeling. It would just become my norm. You know, oh shit, I'm upset now. And I would just
that'd be the rest of your day. The rest of your fucking day.
Exactly. And maybe even the days after. And it was because I was only looking at the negative of the situation, not what I could take from the situation. You know, I make a mistake. You know, I can ponder that mistake and think, man, that fucking sucks, man, that I did that shit. Oh, man, I really fucked up. Or I can look at it as a learning experience. I can say, you know what, I did fuck up, but now I know not to do that again. Or now I know a different way to approach that scenario the next time it comes around, right? Or, you know, something along those lines. And that's what I think a lot of people lack, is they get complacent with that negative vibe.
Yeah.
You know?
It's definitely a difficult rut.
Yeah. I mean, by no means am I saying life is easy. It's the most difficult fucking game you can play. And there's no checkpoints or save states.
No respawn.
No fucking respawns, right? So,
yikes.
You know, you really just gotta just go with it. Just go with it and try and feel and spread as much positivity as possible, no matter what happens. That's really the only, I mean, it's the only way. It's the only way to have a happy life. You've got these people who live out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, pumping their water from a well, growing their crops day in and day out until they're 80 years old, and they're as happy as can be. Because you know what? They enjoy that. They see the good side of that. You know, they don't see, man, I wish I had a fucking Lamborghini or you know, a gigabit Ethernet connection here at my house for my $5,000 fucking gaming computer. No, they took the hand that they were dealt, they used it, and they lived it, you know, and they were satisfied with it.
God, that is a great perspective.
No idea where I was going with that.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It was
just kept going, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't have that deep of a
that was
LSD
a little deep
experience, but I did, from that, I got a newfound appreciation, which is kind of hard to like get out of me, because like I have to really settle down and think about it, or I have to be like in the moment to be like, damn, I I really feeling this right now, but I don't know if it's along like the same lines of how after your LSD trip you're supposed to be more creative, but it was a newfound appreciation of like as soon as I walked out of the front door, it was like I've never seen grass before.
Wow.
I've never seen trees before. I've never seen nature. And it felt so real instead of just being the background of my life. It was an odd experience at first. I got used to
Opposite.
it, but
Opposite of Taylor's experience.
yeah. I
He thought
know, which
everything was
is
fake,
really
dude.
depressing.
Yeah.
But it's it's helped me like almost every time I go outside now. I'll just like stare at a leaf and I'll go, dude, that's a beautiful leaf.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it really, fuck. I think it's Breakfast Club. I think it's what this. No, it might. I don't think it's Breakfast Club. But the quote is, "Life moves pretty fast, and if you don't stop and look around once in a while, you're gonna miss it."
Yeah, something like that. I know what you're
Something
talking
like
about.
that, right? It was like a
Isn't that
supercut.
Matthew? Isn't that Matthew McConaughey?
I think so. I think he was in the movie, which makes me think it wasn't Breakfast Club because I don't remember if he was in Breakfast Club. I don't think he was.
I don't think he was either. We may be
Right.
outrageously wrong.
Right, probably. I mean, that's the best part of a podcast is you upload it and then you look at all the people shit on you. It's fantastic.
It's gonna be great. I can't wait for this experience. And you know what the funny thing is?
Yeah.
I hate myself more than you guys, so I don't care.
Phenomenal. Right. I mean, that's like when I would post YouTube videos or like when I would stream and people would come in and they'd say like some, I don't know, passive aggressive shit or take a shot at me. I just laugh, you know. I don't take it to heart. Again, I tell you all the time, I don't really give words power. I don't think anybody should give words power. No, you shouldn't let you shouldn't let some bullshit that comes out of somebody's mouth dictate the way you feel. Dictate the way your emotions fire or whatever the fuck. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but so people saying shit like that, you know, I can't wait for it. I'd love to see that shit.
We should definitely read comments if we ever get them.
Absolutely. If we ever get comments, I would love to have a segment on the podcast where we read some. You know, we'll throw some good ones, maybe some bad ones in there.
Oh man. Oh, I can't. Oh, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice.
Yeah. If that's the entire if. I still don't even know. I mean, I still gotta set up the YouTube channel, but I got the SoundCloud set up, which is probably where I think most people will listen to it. We do have a website currently in production, anxietypool.com, which we're going to be posting a lot of shit on, sending out newsletters and whatnot. I guess. I don't know.
Sick plug, dude. Sick plug.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, we're going to be... I can't wait till we get our first sponsor, dude. It's going to be a train wreck.
It's going to be Doritos Jacked.
Oh, please. Or Mike's Hard Lemonade, bro.
Frank's Red Hot.
Yeah, dude. Oh, man. Frank's Red Hot. Rub your dick with it.
Oh, God.
That's phenomenal. Okay, listen. All right, I'm looking at the. We put a little bit of a loose script here together. Honestly, we really didn't need it.
Yeah, we didn't touch a single fucking part of this script other than the intro.
We're 1 hour, 18 minutes, 50 seconds into the podcast here. And we are still on the 3rd out of the 7th topic. So we probably should speed this shit up a little bit.
Yeah.
Any of these articles that you want to talk about that you have linked here?
Some of them were cool. I was kind of just like skimming through it, trying to look for things to talk about. We did hit like a pretty hard fucking topic today, though, which is not.
Yeah, that was
that
pretty
bad.
deep for the first episode.
There's some stuff about new Super Mario Bros. Movie unites 2 Nintendo franchises. I didn't read into it, but Super Smash Bros. And something else really much. See
Yeah,
what
the
else.
new. Are you gonna see the new Mario movie?
Dude, it's gonna be an absolute meme, of course.
I know, right?
I feel
I'm
like,
just
yeah,
yeah. I'm gonna take a shitload of edibles and go see it.
dude, a shitload of edibles. Dude, I'm not. Oh my god,
Probably not.
that
I
is
don't know. I'll probably take
crazy.
like 200 milligrams of edibles.
200 milligrams. I'm not really familiar with that dosage amount. Is that quite a lot?
So okay, one of those cartridges will have roughly 800 to, at least the ones that we sell at our shop will have 800 to 1,000 milligrams of delta 8. Now when you, or THC rather, now when you ingest THC, I don't know the exact science behind it, it basically turns the cannabinoid into something different, a different processed chemical that is 4 to 5 times more potent than smoking or vaping THC, as well as a much longer experience. Usually 4 to 6 hours of a high with a steady increase and then a steady decline.
Mm.
So if you take 500 milligrams of THC, or rather, let's say you take 100 milligrams of THC, you can almost, depending on your metabolism, equate it to smoking half of your cart
Oh my god.
at once, like over a 4 to 6 hour period.
For me that's crazy because I can make these carts last forever with how much I do it and how
Right.
often, but that's oh my god, I can't remember being that high ever. And I
Like
don't
if
know I don't know if I ever want to reach that point.
it's you really wouldn't need to be like, of course you probably wouldn't take that much, but let's say you wanted to go to the movies, you could just take a 50 milligram edible, and it'd be like, you take like like a quarter or a fifth of the cart, and that would slowly increase like so, and then you'd peak, and then it would slowly decline like so, you know what I mean? So it's not like you would be fucked out of your mind the entire time.
It would just be
um,
for a little bit.
right, you would peak for a little bit there, yeah, and then it would have a steady decline. I don't know, I just love edibles because of the convenience. You don't have to bring a joint or a cart or a bowl or something with you, something you can get pulled over and in trouble for having, because we do live in the Bible Belt.
Yes, yes.
Do you want our location to be revealed?
I mean,
Do you,
we're in the Bible Belt. It's
yeah,
it's it's simple. You could guess. We're not.
yeah.
Uh,
It's not legal in our state.
yeah, it's not
So
legal in our state, and for the most part, I mean, I don't really think I sound that Southern. I don't think you sound that Southern either. But
yeah,
there's
definitely
a
not.
there's a pretty well established city within the Bible Belt that's not super hicky. We're around there. You'll figure it out one day.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Let's hit another. I'm gonna look at some of these articles here and see what you linked. We probably should have. The best SSDs of 2021, my man. Let's see what
Hey,
we got
I
here.
was cruising, man. I was cruising through the PC gaming category on Apple News.
Yeah, yeah. So Nick here and I, we are PC enthusiasts. We are a bit of PC gamers. And we quite enjoy building our own computers. A little bit of a hobby of ours.
Yeah, it comes with a great disease. Every $2,000 part is better than the $1,000 part you have, and you are
Exactly.
always unhappy.
Yeah. And every time you buy something, 3 months later, something way better comes out, and it's usually cheaper too. So, bit of a tormenting experience, but man, do I love it. What
Sometimes.
do we got here? Yeah, sometimes this is very true. I actually have been thinking about buying a new SSD for my computer. my very first SSD, my little 250 gig, like Samsung 850,
Ooh.
2.5 inch, is finally giving out. Sometimes when I turn on my computer, it just doesn't see it. So I'll need to get another one.
I would assume, I hope that's not your boot drive.
No,
Uh,
it's definitely not the boot drive. Yeah, the boot drive is a brand new, like not even a year old, Samsung 970 Evo 500 gig.
oh, nice.
Yeah, I got it for shit. I think it was almost 200.
I've got
I
I've got
think.
two. Hold on, let me just. This is how stupid I am. I'm gonna open up File Explorer real quick and just meme myself. So total, I have 1, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 terabytes of storage.
Wow, it's a lot.
I have used 1 terabyte of it, and I don't expect to use more. I have
Let's see.
two 1 terabyte M.2s, two 1 terabyte like 2.5 inch SSDs from my older builds, and then I have a 1 terabyte Seagate hard drive for random shit.
Yeah, I have 3.5 terabytes. I have a 2 terabyte NVMe drive. I have the 250 gig 2.5 inch, which has decided, thanks, buddy, to show up today.
Ooh.
Got a couple games in there. I already took everything important out of the drive, and I'm just too lazy to pull it out.
You still
And then
do you do backups?
of the drives,
Yeah.
so the only backup I ever create is an image of my fresh install. So after I install all the programs and whatnot that I need, sign into everything, and the computer is uh, like basically set up to game the way I
Mm-hmm.
want, I'll take
Yeah.
an image of that, and yeah, I'll do that just in case I ever fuck up something so bad that I can just go back to the image.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I like that. I should do that next time I reinstall Windows, do a fresh build.
Yeah, man, my pop taught me that.
Your pop up?
My pop, yeah.
Nice. Is this your father or your granddad? Yeah.
My father, yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes. Yes. Oh, it looks like I have fixed my buddy Taylor his internet. He is now
Oh,
getting he was getting 9 megabit down and like 5 megabit up. Now he's getting 184 down and 30 up.
that's good. That's
That's pretty
good.
good.
Yeah, that's way better.
Yeah, he had 3 routers stacked on top of each other on the floor, on the first floor in the corner of the house.
Wow.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
efficient. Very
I
efficient.
wonder why his internet was bad.
Hey, but at the same time, if you don't know, I don't expect you to. I don't expect you to know.
Let's see. What is this? What is this article? Pick the perfect motherboard with these 5 tips.
Yeah, man. Just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case you're too stupid to do it on your own. If
We'll
you're
definitely have a link dump.
a link dump, that'll be good.
Yeah, it's part of the website that I'm gonna do. So like we'll have I'm hoping they'll let me put like individual links to each episode of the podcast. You know, we could have that all set up, and then from each podcast we'll have a link dump of everything. You know, all the articles we went over. You know, just in case people want to read into it a little bit more.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
did see. I definitely wanted to talk about some of the games. Uh,
Yeah.
like Back
What you
for
got?
Blood, dude.
Right.
Isn't that like the Left 4 Dead thing?
I believe so. I believe I could be wrong. I believe it's the same team that did Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, because I saw the 4 and I saw zombies, so I assumed it was the same guys.
Great game. Did you play the beta?
I didn't play the beta. I didn't know they had a beta.
Yeah, yeah. It was It was actually really fun. The game was very smooth. It ran very well. It was quite polished. I don't think we during the time I played, I don't think I actually ran into any issues.
But it's
Any
the
like
same concept as the Left 4 Dead series. I
basically, yeah, you go through a door, you go through a linear, not super linear
Yeah,
level. You get guns. There's attachments for each gun. Health kits. You got health kits. You got revive kits. I think there were revive kits. But yeah, you just go through the level, kill as many zombies as you can, and then you enter the safe area. Same. It's literally an updated Left 4 Dead. It really is. I
that's
can't wait
cool.
for it.
Yeah, I'd be excited for it. Did you see the price? Did it say a price?
Oh no. I feel like it was 40.
I
Let
was
me
about
look.
to say, I know it's not one of those crazy $60 games.
Is it still? Oh fuck! It is $60.
Oh no. I was about to bully
Yeah.
$60 game titles by saying like you spend $60, you install fucking 100 gigs worth of data, and then you just fucking hate it.
Right, man. Like seriously, over the years, games are just getting more and more expensive, and it makes me wonder if as the gaming technology continues to advance, are they just gonna keep fucking upping the price?
That's
You
that's
know?
that's one thing that concerns me, and I've been dealing with this debacle with recent game releases. I feel like with 4K resolutions being a thing and crazy fucking graphics cards, huge fucking core count threaded CPUs, everything is requiring so much power and so much time.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the developers go in just to make the game fucking look pretty. And like that's what management's pushing for every time they're talking to these development teams. The game comes out, it looks beautiful, but the story's ass. The UI
Right.
is ass. The like
Right.
how you play the game sucks dick. Like I feel like they're putting so much money into developers, and then like the developers themselves play test the games, which is not what they're supposed to do. I feel like I'm pretty sure at some point there were different teams that straight up just tested the games.
Yeah. There were playtesting teams. They would just play for hours and hours and hours. They would play the game fully and find bugs and problems. But I 100% agree with that outlook on the gaming industry. Back then, when the technology wasn't that amazing, when we didn't have these vast 3D worlds and graphics to worry about, these companies were putting all their effort into making the game fun and enjoyable to play. The game didn't have to look amazing. Sure, that was an exciting part of the innovation in the gaming industry, was the overall increase in quality in graphics as the years went by, but they still put their heart and soul into making a fun, enjoyable, and sometimes challenging experience for the player. And again, going back to the whole death of innovation, companies now are just waiting for this winning formula to come out, right? The most recent one I can kind of think of, and the most kind of, I guess I don't know if the word's pertinent one, was the Battle Royale experience,
Yeah,
right?
100%.
When Battle Royale got big, all these companies went, "Oh fuck," and they just started copying that formula and using it in their own, or creating their own titles. And sure, there's a little bit of innovation there, but we're going back and we're talking about the difference between like Galaga and Mario,
Yeah,
right? The games are, I guess, is Mario? It's an 8-bit game, right? Yeah, 8-bit.
I think
Galaga's an
so.
8-bit, right? So the games visually, in terms of fidelity, look basically the exact same, but they play entirely differently,
Yeah.
right? But now we've got all these games that just copy the fucking formula, and nobody's
Mm-hmm.
doing anything different. And for some games that works. Some games the formula is just so good that they just need to change a little bit. Like for a time, the Assassin's Creed series was phenomenal. You know, even though it basically was the same game each time with just maybe some different weapons or you know, slightly altered mechanics, they were still fun games. Battlefield, for example, right? That's a winning formula. Talking about which I would like to talk about, Battlefield 2042.
Oh
Did
yeah,
you get a chance to play the beta?
yeah, yeah. You remember us playing together? You fucking dumbass.
Hey, that's right. I think I was pretty damn baked that night.
Oh man, we did good though.
uh,
It was crazy how it went from I had a shitty time playing the 2042 beta by myself to I added one friend to my fucking squad and I actually played good.
Definitely, definitely. Battlefield is definitely one of those games that peaks in enjoyment with friends.
100.
100%.
Yeah, definitely agree with that. Mm, mm. It was
Yeah,
having
I'm
fun
excited.
with a friend also distracted me from some of the very easy to spot issues.
Yes, yes. I mean, then it is a beta. It is a beta. I'm hoping that they will listen to the feedback the community provides about the beta and make the necessary adjustments. Whether or not they will, you know, who knows? Battlefield or the DICE guys are usually pretty good about that. But then again, Battlefield 4 did take a few months after launch to be playable.
Yeah, that was a swell experience. I remember that.
Yeah. Either way, I'm still gonna play it. Still gonna enjoy it. You know, either way.
I was about to
Probably get a
say
little
it's a well branded shooter that
right.
after not being interested in shooters in maybe a year or more because of like you said everybody just copying each other.
Right. The only shooter that I've been enjoying these past few years, honestly, I could say, is Escape from Tarkov, which is a game that I enjoy. I hesitated there
Mm-hmm,
for a
mm-hmm.
second. That game is, in all sense of the word, pain and agony, but hot damn, are those highs fucking high? You know, the lows are very low, but the highs are high. Like nothing gets my heart racing, my adrenaline pumping like Tarkov. Like nothing. I'd say the closest thing I could compare would be
Sex.
PUBG.
Okay.
Well, PUBG. I'm talking more in a video game
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But PUBG, yeah, man. When I played PUBG, holy shit! You know those last few minutes of those matches, like when you're in like the top 10.
Yeah.
You know, that shit was intense. Um, yeah, I love Tarkov, but again, that's another one of those games that, well, it's a kind of a dilemma. You know, I hate playing it by myself, and I also hate playing it with people because it's harder with people. You know, you actually have to keep track of people, so you're not just out for yourself. You're not just killing everything you see. You actually have to think about, you know, who that person is before you light them up with fucking 60 rounds of BT.
I was about to say I love those fucking there's montages on YouTube of people accidentally shooting their teammates and they're
Yep.
fucking hilarious.
Yep. I mean, it really does happen. Um, when I introduce somebody to Tarkov, I fully accept the fact that I'm probably going to get shot in the back of the head in these next 30 games of Tarkov with this person. Just because, you know, it happens. The game has no HUD. There's no, well, there is a HUD, but there's nothing that tells you who's your friend, who's your foe. You know, very minimal uh, HUD for that game, and that's that's one of the reasons I enjoy it. It's very realistic. Well, I mean, not super realistic, but it's definitely more realistic than Call of Duty and Battlefield. You know,
Yeah.
ricochets, bullet velocity or bullet dynamics. You know, penetration, things like that. Yeah, definitely. That game is definitely a hoot. Man, does it suck and it hurts. Yeah. All right, there we go, dude. Crossed off Battlefield 2042 on the list.
Nice.
All right, next, Tainted Grail. I told you about this.
You're gonna have to explain this one to me. I can't remember if I watched you play it. There's a lot that you've recommended. Well, there's really only 2 or 3 that you've recommended over the past couple months, but they pretty much all give off the same vibe, same gameplay feel.
Yes. So, I think the first one was Slay the Spire.
Yes.
Which, for anyone who doesn't know, is a rogue-like deck building, tower climbing. Well, I guess it should be a rogue, or is a fuck, man.
Do you want me to pull up the Steam description?
Yes, please. It is it is a deck building, tower climbing roguelike. Basically, you start with a basic character with a set of cards. Fuck. Is there a better way to say that?
My bad. Damn, dude, cut that.
A set of cards. I don't know. I'm leaving that in.
A set of cards. Yep.
And as you progress up the tower, the difficulty increases, and each enemy you fight, you get to pick a new card to build to your deck. And so you basically start to develop a strategy as you get higher and higher up, becoming more and more powerful. There's also relics and things like that will do, you know, like passive relics that will alter your build and your character, you know, like blocking a shot each turn, or gaining damage on your third turn, some shit like that. So that game is a lot of fun. I think it's a 96 if I'm correct on Steam. Let me look, actually. Am I right about that? Can you verify that? You still got that page up?
A 96 what?
Steam review, like 96% Steam review.
It says overwhelmingly positive.
Yeah, there's usually a percent.
I don't think I've ever seen
97. Yeah, if you go to your Steam library, the home page, you go to all games at the bottom, you can sort by Steam review. Yeah, 97%. It's a phenomenal game. If anybody hasn't played it, I'd highly recommend it. Even if you're not into games like Hearthstone or any of those card games, it still is a phenomenal game if you like strategy games. And roguelikes, you know. A roguelike, for anybody who doesn't know, is when you die, you go back to the beginning. Usually there is a overall progress that you're working towards, but the character and the deck that you build when you die, you start from square one. So, phenomenal game. I think the second game was what? Darkest Dungeon?
Yes, I remember that one.
Yeah, so Darkest Dungeon is also a great game, great strategy game. It's kind of like XCOM in a sense, but you're not in a 3D environment. It's a 2D environment, but where you're basically building a team of warriors that all have different specialties. And you have recruits and you have veterans, and you're slowly leveling up these people. And you send them out into this dungeon where you have to keep a torch lit to be able to see, and you're fighting these enemies and trying to complete some objective, whether it be locate something, kill an enemy, or whatnot. And the overall goal is to, I guess, beat the level called the Darkest Dungeon. Phenomenal game. It uses a very I can't remember the word for the art style. Very gothic, I guess, would be a good word to describe it. A gothic art style.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. But that's definitely a fantastic game for anybody who hasn't checked it out. But this new one that I found is called Tainted Grail. Just got dropped on Xbox Game Pass for PC. And it is a combination of Diablo, Darkest Dungeon, and Slay the Spire. So you navigate this map where you have to keep a candle lit in order to dispel the wordness, I think it's called, which is basically like the darkness in Darkest Dungeon. It brings ill effects when you stay in it too long. And you fight these enemies to level up and add cards to your deck to build, just this OP character. And you just, it's a roguelike, so you just continue up the ladder until you eventually kill the final boss. And I think it's easily one of the best roguelike games to come out in quite a while, because on drop, it's got like 10 fucking characters and they each have their own unique playstyle.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll definitely have to look into it. That sounds awesome.
I would recommend it if you enjoyed Slay the Spire, which I think you did. I would definitely check it out. Yeah.
Slay the Spire was awesome.
Because this most recent thing I did is I actually just beat the final boss for the first time today at work. And but I did a quest on that run where I found a dog, like a wolf. And now whenever I start a new run with a character, I can go to a certain guy and summon my wolf, and now I have a card added to my deck that summons a wolf companion that will attack enemies for me each turn.
Nice.
So it's like as you get better and better, the game becomes easier. Or as you get further and further, the game becomes easier and easier.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, well then let's hit up Destiny 2, man. This shit's going on for quite a while. I know you got to work tomorrow.
Oh, man. I don't give a fuck about Destiny 2.
Yeah, you don't want to talk about that.
There's a Halloween event coming up. There's some cool looking armors I think that they're releasing, but at the end of the day, it's still the same game until they release their next $100 DLC that won't go on sale for 2 years.
Yeah, I'm still disappointed that they didn't just release a Destiny 3.
I agree, but
well, okay, for me it's my own circumstance.
Yeah.
I was under the impression that they were going to release a Destiny 3, that they were going to stop with the updates for Destiny 2. So I didn't buy the upcoming DLC. I was just going to wait until Destiny 3 came out and start from the beginning. So I didn't buy that DLC. Well, then fuck, now they came out with another DLC. So now I've got, what is it, $50, $60 worth of DLC that I have to buy.
Yeah, I think
and
so.
grind through before I can get to basically where everybody else is at. So I'm just not really, and I mean, don't get me wrong, Destiny 2 is definitely a fun game. The PvP aspect of it, or PvE aspect of it, I'm not a huge fan of the PvP.
Yeah.
I loved it in D1, but D2 it just doesn't have the same vibe. It's all fucking snipers.
I agree. Yeah, it's snipers, and they've got these linear fusion rifles. They charge up like regular fusion rifles used to, but it fires one bolt and it does like more damage than a sniper, which is fucking ridiculous. But it's just it's a fun game to mindlessly grind on and play with friends. But if you think too much about the game you're playing, or you just don't like the grindy aspect, just don't play the game. Don't avoid the game at all costs.
Yeah, the mindless grind, and the pinnacle, in my opinion, of the Destiny 2 experience is the raids.
Yeah.
The 6-person raids. I mean, the amount of coordination and teamwork you have to display to complete a raid. It's just a lot of fun. The satisfaction you get when you actually complete one yeah, was just phenomenal. The Destiny 1 raid experience, man, I'll never forget it.
That was
Just
actually, yeah,
finding random fucking people on the looking for group website
yeah.
on the LFG, and just like popping into a Destiny chat or a group chat with them on Xbox. Some squeaker joins, you kick them immediately.
Yep. That's one thing I struggle with now on Destiny 2 is I'm not ahead of the curve or anything, but I'm so like hard stuck at the level I'm at because I don't use the looking for group website, and
Yeah.
I've just like the only way I can progress really and get like super cool shit is if I do raids with a raid group, but I don't have any and I'm not using LFG like I said. But
Yeah.
one thing I was going to bring up, did you were you playing the game when they introduced dungeons?
Dungeons.
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 I'm guessing no.
No, yeah. No.
So
Dungeons.
every week I hope they change it soon because it's been the same dungeon like ever since I started playing, but it's pretty much a mini raid with half the
Hmm.
team amount. So you and two other guys, I mean, you pull off shit the same way you do in a raid, but it's just three of you. And it's typically shorter. But
Oh, that's kind of cool.
there's still like secret chests. There's still you get a chest per whatever the fuck you did like in the segment of the dungeon. You know how raids work.
Right, right.
And it gives you cool shit that you can only get from that dungeon, which I think is really cool. I think it might change when this Destiny season changes, but I'm not sure how it works because I just got back into the game after not playing it for like since release.
Yeah. Oh man. It's a lot of disappointment in the gaming industry recently. So it's nice when you actually find a good game that can satisfy that itch.
Just barely. It's almost never
Uh,
enough.
uh.
I'm about to get into 5D chess.
Oh wow. 5D chess.
The memes on it are fucking hilarious. I've got to at least see someone play it. I need to Google it and see what happens.
Oh man. All right, well, we're coming up on the 2 hour mark, so let's wrap this up here. I don't know, man. Quick talk about crypto, man. I've been getting into it recently. These last few months. Started a Coinbase account back in like 2018. Did that free learn and get paid to do so shit. Got like $35. Forgot about it for 2 years. Last year, 2020. Decided to, I don't know, get back into it and just had $600 chilling in my account. So from that point on, I was like, man, this is real. I started doing a lot of research into it, and yeah, I really do enjoy it. In Jesus,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I'm getting tired, man. I'm getting tired. I
It's
really
okay.
enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. It is 100% gambling, and it's gambling you can research in a sense. You can actually almost read the market, you know, almost kind of predict what's going to happen, but again, it is really just gambling. But yeah, I've been following a couple good ones here lately. Bitcoin, Cardano, Solana, Dogecoin. Most people know about Dogecoin at this point, the fucking meme coin that Elon Musk talks about. Although I think lately Dogecoin has kind of lost a bit of its relevancy. It's now all about Shiba Inu. So that's the new coin, the new
Ah,
dog coin. Yeah, it went up like 90% these last few weeks, and it went down pretty hard. But it's still holding strong. But I truly believe that cryptocurrency is the future. Whether or not the U.S. dollar dissolves and crypto takes over entirely, or the government adapts it, which I think is the most likely scenario, considering they're setting up all this infrastructure and regulation around it. But I would definitely recommend for anybody who's got a little extra cash sitting around to check out cryptocurrency. You know, it's super easy, super simple. There's a lot of videos you can watch, a lot of content on YouTube and whatnot that will explain basically everything you want to know about cryptocurrency, and I'll try and throw in a little something here and there about it.
All right. I like it.
Cool, man. Crypto segment's getting cut. All right, finishing.
Ah.
Nah, I'm just kidding. All right, finishing. Let's finish this up because I might pass out. I bought a fucking X-Rose. This little bad boy here.
Yeah. What is that?
Because it's a Vaporesso X-Rose. It's a little vape. I wanted to get a little discreet device that I could carry around, but I'm doing 25 Nick and I'm hitting it way too much and I'm getting heckin' buzzed right now.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah, so I kind of got to back off this, but I can't help because I'm addicted.
50 Nick feels so good.
Oh man, I'm not a huge fan of the buzzed feeling, like getting super buzzed. I like a light buzz, but I can easily overdo it and just end up getting a little sad.
That's the sad thing. My tolerance is too high. I don't get buzzed anymore.
Yeah, your homeostasis is fucking 50 Nick.
Where's my 100 Nick? I need to go up.
Yeah, they make 55. You want me to get you a bottle of 55? That 5 extra milligram might get you there, bud.
Oh no, I'm scared. I don't wanna.
Yeah.
God.
All right, well, cool, man. I think that was really good. I think we did good for our first rodeo here.
The first rodeo? Yeah, I mean, always improving, you know?
Right.
We'll do our best.
It was a little all over the place, but that's okay. Maybe next time I won't get so high.
I don't think that was the issue. I think it opened up a new door, if you would. I feel like that super deep topic that we hit on at first that ended up taking, like the first hour of our recording session. That might be a key.
Yeah. It was pretty deep for the first fucking episode.
People, we recommend therapy, but people could always be scared of it. Maybe, we hit some subjects that some people are dealing with at that point in time.
Yeah.
We could just, be there for people if they feel like they don't have anyone else to listen to or talk to or whatnot. Maybe they could be too afraid of their own thoughts.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely a thing, man. That's 100% a thing.
Yeah.
You're too scared to confront your own thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, 100% people, like we said earlier, we'd love to go over some comments and whatnot. So definitely, if you have questions or, thoughts on the podcast, please, definitely leave them below, whether you're watching this on YouTube or SoundCloud or wherever the fuck I'm going to upload this. Please reach out. We would love to hear from people, and we'll definitely address some comments if they show up in the next podcast. Even
if they're insults, please insult us.
Yeah, insult us, please.
We're not. I wouldn't say we're physically strong. We're mentally strong. So whatever you give us, we're gonna build off of it, no matter what. I really don't care.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We just love to see the feedback. It's nice to know that at least somebody out there is listening.
Exactly. Take that positive note.
See if we can spread this to exactly 2 hours.
Where we at?
1 hour, 58 minutes, 22 seconds.
Nice.
Yeah, we're almost there. Yeah, try and fill something in. I don't know. You got any closing statements there?
Well, the closing statements pretty much this. We're gonna do this until we're fucking tired of it. I don't care if we're popular or not. It's a good way for Mason and I to talk to each other. That's pretty much the gist of what we're going on with here. And we like to keep each other updated on ourselves. We like to hear what you guys have to say. We want to hear what each other has to say. That's the whole point of us doing this. Thank you all for listening.
Just two big guys busting each other's eyes.
Yes, yes, yes. I
Oh, man,
completely
yeah.
agree. That should be our outro. The four big guys song.
Right? Yeah. Four big guys, and they busted my eyes.
Copyright strike right there.
Oh man, that's it. Yeah, it's gonna get picked up, dude. It's gonna get picked up.
Oh no.